Cath here. I thought I would show you a couple of different ways that you can use the Admire Air to do some gathering. So let's get started.
To start our gather, we need to thread the overlocker as if it's a 4-thread standard overlock. That's before we then start to change any of the settings. So see how easy it is to thread the machine.
This is just a standard gather. I haven't changed any tension settings. All I've done is increase the differential feed to 2 and put the stitch length up to 5. Then I'm just going to run this fabric through. You can see I've got a lovely little gather. If I want more of a gather, without changing feet, I can actually increase the tension on my needles. So I'm going to take them up to 6 and run that through again without changing any other settings. Now this fabric is the same length starting as the other one, so you can see that just by increasing the needle tension, I've got another couple of inches out of that for the gather. With the utility feet kit comes an actual gathering foot. Now the difference between your standard foot and the gathering foot is the sole. So when I turn the standard over and I turn the gathering foot over, you will see that there's a groove in the gathering foot there, and that's what allows the gathers to pleat up nicely underneath the foot. This actually is compressing the gather as it goes. So now I'm going to pop the gathering foot on, taking my tensions back to standard, and again I'm still on a differential feed of 2 and a length of 5, and I'm going to use another piece of fabric exactly the same length as what I was using before, and this time we're going to do it with our gathering foot. Check this out. It almost gives you like an even pleat, which is just beautiful. So it's a really lovely finish when you use the gathering foot itself. This time I'm going to use the gathering attachment, and you open your left cover to do that, and you'll see on the front here of the machine that there's a screw that you loosen. I find this is really quite tight when it comes out of the factory, so you might need a little bit of a hand to unscrew it for the first time. Then you have the C2 foot, which is the gathering attachment, and that, you can just push that out of the way, and that slips in from the side. And if you doesn't quite slide in, just loosen your screw up a little bit more, push that in, and then tighten him up. And now we have the gathering attachment, which sits in underneath the foot. So at the moment I'm going to swing it out of the road and pop on my standard foot. To put them in, I have the frill right side up. I have the fabric I'm attaching to the frill right side down. Put them together, slip them in underneath the foot, and then just wind your flywheel so that the needles hold on to the fabric so you don't have to. Then what you're going to do is slip the little arm into place, and that will click in underneath the foot itself. Once we've done that, the settings I have this on is differential feed of 2, and I've got a stitch length of anywhere between 4 to 5, which is fine depending on how much of a gather you want. Lower your presser foot, and then off you. So once I've done that, lift it up, and I have a beautiful frill attached to my fabric all in one go. To see the Cath Admire Air in action, contact your local retailer for a demonstration today. They'll also be able to take you through the amazing accessories available.